No, I'm not saying this is an appeal. What I'm trying to say is this one. If you are saving costs for the state, and you're saying that it saves time, what about this time and these costs?
I will not record that.
Because I tend to think
I will not record that.
This matter has
this is totally unfair. It's
totally unfair.
Come at PCM, we proceed with this matter.
It's totally unfair. And this is perhaps the reason why you're calling for another fight, because it's embarrassing.
0.7
and so I will not take you to fake this court.
I'm ready to go in.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm even a bit exhausted with this matter. It's a matter that we thought perhaps we are coming to do and finalize. Fred Nunda has been treated probably very unfairly. Totally unfairly. Not only by the county and its leadership, but with the court as well. When the court comes and tells you that they'll consolidate the matter because they are saving time and costs and resources, whose constitutional right are we talking about? Because it's not the constitutional right of the court. We are talking about the constitutional right of the accused person. So when you tell us Section 135 has a right for consolidation, are you forgetting that a matter must be done under Article 50 to be expeditiously done? Is that what we are forgetting? What about the costs that belong to the accused person? What about his time? He's been in custody for almost a year, and somebody is arrested the other week. He's brought to court, he's granted bond, and they ask for the matter to be consolidated, and it's allowed. Where was this person for the whole year? Where were the police? Where was the prosecution? This is the person who did not deserve bond at all, yet he was given. What does it show you? I believe, and I'm going to say it without fear, that this court has not treated us well.
Yes.
And I believe the moment you do not have trust in a court, you are at a risk.
Yes.
And when I rise up to tell the court that we are not happy with the decision, but we want to make bond application because circumstances have changed, and the court starts telling us it has other matters and other matters on schedule that it will be added to. What about the time that we had been allocated for today? If the matter had not been consolidated, what were we going to do? Sit and wait for nothing? The time had been allocated, so the matter was going to go on, and this matter was justified for us to make an application for bond. If you're going to stay in custody longer than you anticipated, the circumstances have changed. If they have brought another accused person in the case who has been granted bond, circumstances have changed. If you are unwell and you are not getting treatment, circumstances have changed. Yes. If you are not going to be heard expeditiously as we had thought, circumstances have changed. So when somebody else comes in the case, what happens? The lawyer must be given time to prepare the case for his accused person, to get the bundle, to prepare the case, to call the other witness who have already testified. Circumstances have changed. So when the court tells you circumstances are the same and she cannot sit on an appeal, we are telling her these are new grounds, and she tells us to go away and come back at 2. How fair can that be? Fair. And she threatens me and tells me that she's not going to contempt. I'm ready to go in. That's what I've told her clearly. But because of a right of an accused person who is my client, I am ready. Anytime, any day, let her pick the place and the time, I will appear. If I don't need to put on a suit in custody, I will remove it. I'll put on jeans, I will come. But don't threaten us. You are sitting there not because you are taking sides, you are sitting there because you're supposed to be an arbiter of this matter. You're supposed to sit there and blind yourself, because justice, you do not need to look, you only blind yourself and see how the scale weighs. I am not sure whether she knows that.
I will take it at 2, but I will take the time for other matters.
People who have been arrested from the other party, when they come to this court, they are granted anticipatory bail immediately.
Yes, the truth.
When they come to court, they are granted time. Very quickly, they go away. That's because they belong to a particular party. I don't have to chew it up for you to swallow. You understand what I'm saying. But if you are from UDA, in a county that is run by a different party, then you are what you call an endangered species.
Sure.
So what happens to you? You must be punished to serve as an example. So everybody is running helter-skelter. You have examples of people who have been beaten, and I've spoken to them today, and I've seen them. They have been beaten, they have been broken up, their houses have been burnt. Why? Because you supported the government of the day. But our government of the day is a shy government. They are cowards. They make noise in platforms and talk so big, and they say that UDA shall be protected. But when we come to court, they do not even whisper.
The truth.
They do not even whisper. I have seen my people who we have sat together and campaigned together here, who have been beaten. But our party said nothing about it. We will make noise in funerals and platforms. We'll make noise in churches. We'll make noise in other places. We'll make noise in restaurants. But that noise where we need it is here. This is where we need that noise, not anywhere else. Let us step up, guys who are supporting guys of UDA, because the people in custody today are UDA people.
Yes.
Don't worry which side I'm supporting or not. For me, it's justice. But today, I'm embarrassed.